Ooh, look at that. It's Victory Sunday, kids, and the Rizzo Show starts now.
The Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park presents The Rizzo Show. And now your host, Tony Rizzo, with co-host Mike Polk Jr.
Victory, Michael! Victory!
Yeah!
You seem almost shocked.
I was. I saw you we were coming into the parking lot, and I just go, I was ready to talk about another humiliating loss toward the end of that game. And then this came out of nowhere, and I couldn't be happier about it.
I still can't believe that kick went through.
I know.
By the way, the most beautiful kick, folks, I've ever seen. Welcome to the other overtime edition of the Rizzo Show. Mike, I don't know if I could take many more of these games the way things are going with the Browns.
Yeah.
Overtime.
It's 3 overtime games out of 5 games. It's ridiculous. What are you doing to us? But at least that means that everything's close, and it has been the whole season. We could be 5-0. We could be 5-0.
Say it, Michael.
That's everybody right now.
First Browns win on a Sunday since December 2015. Don't look now, kids, but the Browns are 500, 2-1 on the season. It was the first win, too, in the AFC North in 19 games, and Hugh Jackson's first win. Who would have thought it would be with a field goal, but it was a knuckleball. Now, did this guy tip it?
Look, I think it was just that ugly, man.
It was just that ugly.
It looked like a wet cat, like being thrown through the uprights that was still alive. That's what that trajectory. Look at that thing.
Or a possum.
Yeah, might have been a possum.
Right.
I don't care. But yeah, I mean, that is a hideous kick. I mean, hey, great job, Greg. He's gone, right? Isn't he gone, probably?
I'm sure the Browns will work out kickers again, but he missed an extra point.
And
he missed a long, but it was a 55-yard field goal. It's a good thing that field goal made it because, well, folks, this guy could have been out of a job. You know it's not good when they're showing the special teams coach.
Yeah, it's never
on the
good.
sideline. That's Amos Jones and the special teams. Mike, to your point of being 5-0, are probably the reason we're not 5-0.
Amos.
But I think he survives at least for another week.
Yep.
Thought the Browns special teams, they even made a play today. Yeah. They blocked a field goal, although it was all Denzel.
All Ward. And God bless that guy, too. Jeez.
Yeah, there were a lot of great things about this game today, but I thought Baker Mayfield played another. Oh, Baker Mayfield is 2-0 at First Energy Stadium. Right. He has won 2 more games than the Browns have won there in the past year and a half. I thought he played well today. What'd you think?
Great. I mean, in the beginning, he looked a little shaky, a little bit like a rookie quarterback, which you would expect, but he always looked in control. He never looks like the moment's too big for him. And what I really love to see is I love watching him in that hurry up that they were doing. Yeah. And that's where he really shines. And I hope they incorporate more of that because he adjusts to the plays so well. He reads the defense so well, and that's where he really shines. And I'd love to see him doing that more.
And here he is in overtime. That's a big throw. I don't know how he could see the receiver. He was mauled in the pocket pretty much. And then watch this play. I mean, that's a great throw on the shoulder right there to a spot where only his receiver could get it. And I thought this was play of the game by Baker Mayfield right here. It wound up coming back because look at him running. Michael, he's fearless.
Yes, he is.
He threw for 342 yards and a touchdown today. Here it is. Here's the throw. Look at that. Yep. Right on the numbers. And that's the play that got the Browns in field goal position. How fantastic is it to have a young quarterback that looks good?
And I'm sorry, I already forget that wide receiver's name that just caught that.
You're allowed to forget his name.
And because he's filling in for somebody.
Derek Willis.
And he's a walk-on. He wasn't drafted.
Right.
And that's who this rookie quarterback is throwing to, too. That's another impressive thing is, he hasn't had the best weapon so far. He's got Landry, but other than that, it's just been, kind of higgledy-piggledy.
Rashard Higgins got hurt, and that's why Williams was playing. All right, your starting quarterback, as I said, now 2-0 in First Energy. So why has he been so good at home?
Unbelievable environment. Our fans are some of the best in the country. I believe that. They've been hungry for a while, and they deserve to see wins. But also, there's something about getting momentum. And then the biggest part about it is the way our defense is playing. There's zero question we have a top 5 defense in the league. They're holding people to the very few points. I mean, you take out the exception of last week, and they're playing great ball. And so we have to score more points for them.
Couple of things there. He did check, thank the fans in your postgame thing. Check, credit your defense. In your check, pretty much say it's all of your teammates that are doing it. Listen, that kid is special, folks. I'm telling you. But the really special player of the day today was on defense. How about, do you remember GM John Dorsey took a little heat on draft night when he drafted Denzel Ward
I questioned
in the first round? A lot of people did. Boy, did he have a day today. Folks, Denzel Ward is quickly becoming maybe an all-pro corner in his rookie season. He had a number of pass breakups, came up with a big interception right here at the goal line that saved 7 points.
I thought we were doomed there.
He also, look at that, what a heads-up play. He also blocked a field goal off the edge, which you can't do in the NFL anymore.
Right.
It's almost impossible. 4 solo tackles with that pick today. Michael, what do you think? Denzel Ward has got an inside track on Defensive Rookie of the Year right now.
He looks great. And you spoke to this at the very beginning of that. I think that we're giving a lot of credit to Baker Mayfield right now. We're saying we might have finally found our quarterback, and you're right. But I think that what we're not saying enough is we might have finally found our GM, and Denzel Ward is proof of that, and Baker Mayfield is proof of that. I mean, how long have we been struggling and trying to find somebody who could make you do something with these picks?
Right.
Most of our first-round picks aren't even in the league anymore from the last 10 years.
You're right.
And we have, right now, John Dorsey already has 2 picks that look fantastic for us. And I'm thrilled. I mean, so God bless Denzel Ward, but God bless John Dorsey for being able to spot that guy was worth picking it for.
No doubt. And the other thing he's doing is he's hitting on the draft picks at the top of the draft.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, all the GMs can find a guy in the 5th, 6th round that'll help you out and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We haven't been able to hit on our top picks. Folks, we've had the top pick in the draft. We've had the 3rd pick of the draft, the 5th pick of the draft.
We've always earned it.
As Michael said, we've earned it. You don't even know where those guys are right now.
Most of them,
I think one of them's up in Canada. I'm not sure. Mike, what has impressed you the most, though, over the last 5 games?
I mean, the defense and the turnaround on the defense has just been everything. You see the extra pressure that Myles Garrett puts on everything, and that helps the secondary. That helps everybody else on the line and everything. And I think that it starts there. But Ward's another part of it, a big part of that in the secondary. We have viable weapons on either side, and it's just not as easy to walk over us as it used to be. Did you see Baltimore at the end of that game? There was this look on their faces because they haven't lost to us here since like the 80s or something.
Little inside the AFC North. If you play in the AFC North, if you're Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, or Baltimore, when you look at your schedule, you count the Browns games as 2 wins. Automatic wins. Guess what?
No,
that's
not
the
anymore.
case anymore. Welcome to the future.
I could watch footage of those Baltimore Ravens being sad and shocked afterwards. They're like, wait, this isn't what we're used to. Even Harbaugh, he's like, what, do I run over there and congratulate? I don't know how this works. Usually someone comes to me. Like, they were all caught off guard by it. It felt so good. I was too.
I don't see Art Modell, the ghost of Art Modell. Where's he at today? Oh,
little chatty last week, wasn't he?
Right. Sorry, bro.
We know where he is.
Michael, did Hugh Jackson keep his job with a win today?
He did, and I'll tell you, this made me feel good. I was happy for Hugh Jackson at the end of that game, and that proved to me that I don't hate Hugh Jackson as a person. I just hate him as a coach. But I was genuinely happy to see him happy.
Wait a minute, I like that.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
separated it.
I did.
Because
I was happy for him.
I try to say that when I say Hugh's a really good guy, a class guy. You'd love him. Like if we went to the bar and had a beer, you would absolutely love him.
I'm sure I would.
But you know what? As a coach, you're right. I'll say this, Michael. He kept his job for another week.
Yes.
He gets to coach the Chargers game.
Yes, he does.
All right.
That's
good.
it.
Am I right?
One day at a time, Hugh.
One other thing. The Color Rush uniforms, kids, are 2-0.
Yeah.
Should we just wear them every week? Oh, wait. We're not allowed. The NFL doesn't want you to have too much fun, Michael.
Right. Well, they got to have a lot of different uniforms to buy. Obviously.
You and I have to buy. All right, time for our Rizzy recap. I don't mean to get a little nitpicky here, but I will. Too many penalties.
Yeah, was
man.
it 10?
Oh, my. And it seemed like every time we made a big play, it was coming back because of a penalty. I thought the defense today was outstanding. I got to admit, I was a little worried after the Raiders game. They were torched for 500 yards. Congratulations, Coach Williams. Great job. Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, Larry Ogunjobi, Avery, all of them played well today. They had injuries in the secondary. And Mike, for the first time in his career as Browns coach, Hugh Jackson will enjoy a victory Monday.
And I know that should sound great, but that's still kind of sad. It's
absolutely
real sad.
pitiful.
We can agree on that.
The really big show, we have Victory Monday, and we play Ain't No Stopping Us Now.
Right.
Michael, we had a sponsor last year for Victory Monday, and after 5 weeks, They just said,
And
hey,
now that tire company is out of business. Because of you, Hugh Jackson, you're affecting the economy.
Folks, we had a sponsor that was going to sponsor Victory Monday. We didn't have any Victory Monday.
No.
No one made any money.
Most football games are played on Sundays.
That's
the vast majority of them are.
That's right. We won on a Saturday, we won on a Thursday, but not anymore, baby. Hey now, Browns will host the Chargers at 1 o'clock next week. Can we go for 2 in a row?
Why not? I mean, I feel invincible right now.
All right. Coming up, Celtics Keith Smart does something really dumb at the Q. And we'll talk about it. You don't want to mess with JR.
That didn't end well.
Please don't do that. Hey now. Browns winner. Yeah, they won today. Michael, I don't think you're as excited as I thought you would.
You gotta put those lyrics down, man.
I want to. We've already done one song, all right?
That is a hit right there.
I'm waiting for you to do your diss track, all right? That's what I'm waiting for. Welcome back to the Rizzo Show. Let's take a look at some of the other games today, starting with the Squealers, who got into the win column, 41-17 over the Falcons. The Falcons' defense is the worst. Steelers are now 2-1, but how about this celebration from Juju Smith-Schuster? What is this?
Oh, this is where he pretends to give birth to the football. This is a real classy move.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Welcome to 2018, everybody.
Dude, women should be appalled by that. He has no idea how hard it is to give birth. I had my spleen removed, so I kind of know.
Is he giving birth to the touchdown? Is it what's the metaphor there, I guess is what I'm asking for.
He's giving birth to football.
And you can do that.
He invented football.
Yeah, oh, okay.
That's what it is. Staying in the North, the Bengals also victorious. How about Cincinnati?
Gross.
4-1 on the season.
Just gross.
They beat the Dolphins 27-17. Do you think Andy Dalton right now is playing better than any quarterback in the division?
You know what's going to tick me off is somehow we're going to stay hot. They're going to edge us out and make the playoffs, and then they're going to lose in the first round of the playoffs like they always do and waste our playoff spot by by being the Bengals and just taking up space. You know what all that team does is take up space.
Yeah, and you know what else, too? The Ravens now are 3-2. The Browns have won 2 games. The division's great.
It is.
When can we be in a crappy division?
I know.
Like the Patriots. Folks, you know why the Patriots go to the Super Bowl every year? Because they win all their division games. That's 6 wins right there.
Look at Buffalo.
Their division's so bad. I mean, then they host the playoff games. You can't go there and beat them in January. But now I want to be in that division.
So we're always going to be in this division with these competent football teams.
Damn. What about the red-hot Kansas City Chiefs? Folks, 5-0. Quarterback Pat Mahomes didn't throw a touchdown, but he ran for one. Mike, do you think the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL?
Thanks to Dorsey, again, who drafted Mahomes right there.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and, so yes, that's another
also, Travis Kelce from Cleveland Heights is a big star for them.
And for
he's
my
a
fantasy
native Cleveland
team.
kid.
He's a big star on my fantasy team, too.
And I root for him. I think if I had to choose, though, right now, I think the Rams are probably the best team in the league, but watch out for Kansas City. From football to basketball, who says, Michael, I've never seen this in my life. A fight in a preseason basketball game. Of course, it involved our own J.R. Smith. He gets tangled up with Aaron Baines right here. And then they push, and then Marcus Smart's going to come from behind and try and, I don't know what that is, if it's a punch or whatever. And then he gives me the hold me back, which really means I'm not going to fight this guy, but make it look like I am.
I've mastered that in bar fights, pretending like I wanted to be a part of it, but really just kind of stay on the outside, keep my orthodonture in check.
Here's the beauty of it. Only Smart was ejected. The Cavs are feisty, Michael.
And then J.R. waved goodbye to him on his way off the court, which I love too. Yeah, and J.R. Smith, the only person who can make NBA preseason basketball entertaining and fun to watch and noteworthy. We would never show you a clip from preseason basketball if J.R. Smith hadn't been on that team.
Cavs are home tomorrow night against the Pacers. It would be nice if the Indians had a little bit of that fight, Michael. Coming up, the Tribe didn't show up in Houston. Will they show up tomorrow? We will hear from them next. Stay with us.
We're in the playoffs, folks, remember?
Welcome back to the Rizzo Show. Folks, let's change gears, and talk a little Tribe. Can I say, and we've been talking about this, why are the Astros all fired up and the Indians aren't? I understand they've been producing runs and we haven't.
Right.
But, Mike, in the first 2 games that I've seen the Tribe, they look like flatliners. In the dugout, I just don't get it. They've scored a total of 3 runs in 2 games. If you think that is bad, check this out. 6 for 60 at the plate.
Strong.
The Indians have 6 hits.
I feel like that's too festive of a font for such a terrible number. Can we have a more distinguished font?
Do you want to get the hell thing that Art Modell's
No,
ghost
let's not
is
do
in? We
that.
can put
that might actually
there.
make more sense there. Yeah, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And you said it there. They're not showing any spirit, no fire, and the Astros are. And I don't know where you get that from. Because
right, we're going to get it at home.
I hope
Tomorrow,
so.
1 o'clock.
Of course, I hope so. And what does it say, by the way, that we're in the playoffs right now? And we, first of all, we're like, what time's the game? And secondly, we just now got to talking about the Indians. We're literally in the playoffs right now. And we've been talking about the second win for the Browns of the year instead of this. Wow. And that's a shame, but it tells you they haven't earned it from us so far. They haven't earned it. I mean, they've earned it this season, but they haven't earned it in these playoffs. They look like they don't want to be there.
Outside of Frankie Lindor, look at the lineup. Brantley, Michael, where are you? Jose Ramirez, folks, has been in a funk for 2 months. It ain't going away. Josh Donaldson has done nothing. Alonso, Kipnis, 0 for 6. Encarnacion isn't even on there.
No.
Hit a home run, dude.
He fell off. We had his graphic up. It fell to the ground.
Bregman is killing the ball for the Astros, their power hitter. Where are our power bats? Try back at it, as I said, tomorrow. Indians manager Terry Francona trying to stay positive.
Yes.
No, we're okay. I'd rather be up 2-0 than down 2-0. But it's still the first one to get to 3. And I'd rather have a chance than no chance. I mean, I understand that the odds start to go not in your favor. But I've been on both sides of this.
Well, I wish we were on the other side.
Here's my question. I love Terry. We all love Terry.
Yes.
Everybody loves
One
Terry.
of the best in the
We have
business.
good baseball in Cleveland. We've had good baseball in Cleveland for years now because of Terry, no doubt. But is part of the problem the fact that that's the most fired up I have ever seen him, and he was still quite casual? You never see him losing his cool.
How much of this is his fault?
I don't know. I'm asking. I just know that I never see the same passion. He is always that positive. That's great, and it's good for young players. They love him. They have great relationships with him. But do you hit a point where you've got to turn it off, and you've got to be the bad guy, and you've got to holler, and you've got to get mad?
I don't know. I think it was old Earl Weaver, the Baltimore Orioles, who said, I'll win 3 for you, I'll lose 3 for you, but the other 155 games are going to be won and lost by the players. Folks, Tito can't wave a magic wand to make these guys start hitting. Okay, the Indians' bats went cold at the wrong time. Maybe coming home tomorrow afternoon will warm them up. They will try to avoid the sweep. The Indians get back at it 1 o'clock. Mike Clevenger goes to the hill as the Astros send Dallas Keuchel, who's really good, to the mound. You think they win tomorrow? I do too.
I think they win tomorrow, and I'm not just saying this to be positive. I think that I don't think we're out of this. I think the same thing that can happen is what happened to us. We turned off a switch, and they're not hitting, and they have no confidence. I think that switch can turn right back on, and I think we can win 3 in a row.
Turn that frown.
We can win 3 games in a row. Remember, we won how many games in a row 2 years ago?
20.
Everybody got free windows across Ohio, if you recall.
Congratulations.
So we can do it.
Yeah, that was universal window shut. All right, come on, Tribe, let's get it done. Hopefully Game 4 will happen Tuesday afternoon. One place where you could have a great time watching the Tribe is our favorite place, the Hard Rock Rocksino. Let's see what's happening there this week.
Yeah.
Win up to $25,000 cash or a luxurious trip to the Caribbean in Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park's $300,000 Trips and Treats giveaway every Saturday in October. Unwrap your Mally's chocolate bar to reveal one of 10,000 winning golden tickets. All Rockstar Rewards members receive free Mally's chocolate bars. Treat yourself to an amazing 4-course meal special in Kozar's wood-fired grill and delight in the Kozar's Happy Hour every Sunday through Thursday. Don't miss a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see iconic folk rock artist Al Stewart as he performs to an intimate audience in the Club Velvet Lounge. Limited seating available for this one-night-only show. Tickets available at the Rocksino box office or Ticketmaster.com. Find your rhythm at the Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park, proud entertainment partner of the Cleveland Indians.
You watched Fox Game Day, Michael. Prime.
Yeah, constant.
Fox Game Day Prime is coming up next, followed by our good friends Big Chuck and Lil John. at 12:30. All right, do or die for the Indians tomorrow. You think they're going to win what?
I do think they're going to win. I think that the pressure's off right now. I don't think anybody has faith in them winning anything, and I think that we deliver at our highest level when no one has any faith in us.
I think the Indians need to just get home and get focused.
It's all mental.
I don't know what happened out there in Houston. By the way, playing these afternoon games, it doesn't even feel like the playoffs.
Ridiculous.
The lights aren't on.
Right.
Oh,
I know.
Boston and New York, are they playing at 1:30 tomorrow?
No, they're not. It was
right.
disgraceful.
They're at 7. Browns next week against the Chargers. We go for 2 in a row. 2-2-1. Good to be alive. Good night, everybody.
Victory!